Good afternoon. It is June 29th. It's Saturday. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes, I picked the hottest part of the day to do this, but I need to get in here and inspect the hives. I've been kind of lazy, hadn't been in them in over a week. I need to be better about feeding the hives that I'm trying to get to draw out comb, and the two nukes, and there's a couple more I'm trying to get to draw out some wax, and I need to be better about feeding them. But today I'm going to combine the last of the queenless hives, whether it's got a laying worker or not. I'm going to go ahead and combine it. Last time I checked, it didn't have a laying worker, but I'm going to combine a nuke with that queenless hive. I'm going to do a very quick inspection as far as finding queens. Most of my queens should be marked, all of them but one, I think. So I'm just going to go through pretty quickly and just check, make sure there's no queen cells, make sure it looks like they're doing okay. I'm not going to do I'm not going to take an hour or 2 hours to do this. What's going to take the longest probably is going to be combining the nuke with that other hive, because I got to put a deep 10 frame box on top of it and transfer the nuke over into it, so it'll be the same size box. I'm going to do the newspaper method like I've done before. That'll put me down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 10 frame boxes and one nuke after I get done doing that. So that's about where I was at last year. I've got a plan. This winter I'm gonna build boxes. I'm gonna get my equipment built up, and then next spring I'm gonna start doing splits, and I'm gonna start increasing the numbers of hives, so I can get some more honey. Hopefully next year I'll get a lot more honey if I can get these colonies through the winter. I didn't do a very good job last year, so I did a terrible job last year, I put it that way. But anyway, so that's what's on the program for today. I got to get my smoker lit. Looks like there's quite a bit of activity actually. I know where the flow is supposedly over, but around here I know that there are a lot of mimosa trees that are blooming still. I don't know how long they carry their nectar, if it's as long as the blooms are on, there's nectar there. But I know there's a lot of mimosa trees within a mile of here. I've got a few at my house, and then you drive down the road and it's like every little bit you see a mimosa tree that's blooming. So they may be bringing in some nectar. Hopefully they're bringing it in faster than they can eat it, and maybe they're storing some, so maybe I might get a few more frames of honey. But anyway, I'm going to do that today. I've got some sugar water, some 1-to-1. I'm going to feed all the hives that I'm trying to get to draw out some wax and see how they're doing. I see a little bit of activity in all of them, a lot of activity in the strong hives, so maybe they're doing good. We'll see. Okay, I'm standing here at my truck putting my putting my jacket on, and I hear a buzzing to the left of me, and I look over, and this is what I see. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Make sure I clean it off. There's a swarm. It's in the air. I guess it was in that sweet gum tree right there. That's where it looks like it came from. So I may have had a hive swarm. They're coming over me right now. Let's see where they're going. I hope I didn't have one swarm. It's been over a week, and that's quite possible. But yeah, there's a swarm there. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but they're right over me. I mean, they are. I'm in the middle of them right now, basically. Let's see where they're going. It looks like they're heading this way toward the hives. I hope I didn't have a swarm. It's not like a humongous swarm, so I don't know. Okay, they're going high. Okay, I can see them up there. They're going high. Shoot. Hope I didn't have a hive swarm on me. If I did, that'll probably be a marked queen wherever it goes. I can still see them. I don't know where they're going. I don't know if I'll be able to follow them or not. I can still see them up there. They're going over that tallest tree right there. I don't see them balling up anywhere. So, no, they're still, okay, I can still see them. Alright, yeah, I can still see them. They're just above those trees there. Yeah, they're moving off. They're going. There's no way I'm going to catch that swarm. They are headed over. Oh, Lord, there's no telling where they're going in that direction. I can still see them, barely, just over those trees there. But they're headed in this direction, this general direction. And that's going to be almost due north. I can just barely see them now, right through there. And I can just barely see the, well, okay. I'm hoping that's not a swarm from one of my, why couldn't my swarm trap catch those? Why am I not lucky enough to get the swarm trap to catch those? Anyway, they're gone now. They went over the trees, headed, oh, that's about northwest, I guess. Pretty close to it. So I don't know where they're going from here. Actually, that may be a little more west than northwest. But they're gone. So if I have a queenless hive, or another queenless hive, or a hive with a virgin queen in it, know what happened. Well, I really hope I don't have queen cells in here. I hope that's not one of a swarm from my hive. But it came off of that little sweet gum right there. I didn't hear them when I first pulled in. So, I don't know. As close as that is to my bee yard, I'm afraid that's one of my swarm out of my hives. So, like I said, it's been over a week since I've been into them. So, yeah, it's quite possible. There's no telling. There's activity in all the hives. Quite a bit of activity, actually. So, we'll see. Whichever one has queen cells or open queen cells in it, I guess, will be the culprit. And we'll see. Doggone it. Okay. I keep forgetting to bring a dadgum stool or something to sit on. Luckily, I have an empty deep box with me. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check this nuke first, and then I'm gonna check this queen. What the heck? Oh, I'm gonna check this queenless hive. And I really wasn't even wanting to do this today, but and I was really halfway considering not doing it, but now there's a little more sense of urgency since I saw that swarm. I'm gonna have to figure out which one of my hives swarmed. Hopefully none of them. Hopefully I got all my queens, all my marked queens, and everything's okay. And it wasn't a huge swarm, but I'm not the expert on judging swarms in the air, because they were pretty much in the air when I found them. So, here we go. First, I got it stuck down, that's for sure. See if this one's still got the queen. Well now. I'm gonna try to do most of these using very little, if any, smoke. Most of my hives are pretty workable without smoke. That one's starting to get full too, so if I wasn't gonna combine that hive right there, I would probably go ahead and put it in a 10 frame box anyway, because it looks like there's a lot of bees in there. There's a lot of bees in there. I forgot my frame rest. All I'm doing in that is looking for the queen, making sure there are no queen cells, making sure she's still laying. And then I'm going to combine that one with that one and see how it goes. Alright, let's move this one first. They're drawing out some wax anyway. This last frame has got wax on it where I don't think it had before. It's not rolled a queen, because I have found a queen recently on the last frame. Well, they're putting up nectar in that one. They're drawing that one out. So yeah, it's starting to look good. Probably would look better if I'd feed them more regularly. I need to do better about coming out here every couple of days at least and checking the feeders, making sure they're all full. Wow, yeah, she's doing good. She's still doing good. Woo, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This one will be marked. I marked her the other day, so it's warm enough today that I don't have to worry about it chilling the brood. I mean, I don't need to leave them out for like an hour or anything, but for a few minutes it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Wow, there she is right there. Starting to lay back. Okay. Oh, there's a beginning of a queen cell. And there's nothing in it. So I'm afraid they're starting to feel a little bit crowded, which is good, because I'll fix that problem here in just a few minutes. I'm gonna put these back in. Yeah, this one needs to be in a bigger box anyway. So we're fixing to transfer those. Yeah. We're going to transfer those right quick. And then we can start going through boxes and looking for queens. If I can see anything with all the sweat that's going to be dripping in my eyes here pretty quick. And this is good that I left the honey super on this one too, so if there's any honey in it, the box that's going to be on the top that I'm fixing to put in there will have honey in the top that they can eat for a day or two until they chew through the newspaper to the bottom. I got 5 frames, and I found in my smoker starter box some newspaper, but I don't think there's enough in there to mess with, so I think I'm gonna have to use some of this packing paper that Man Lake and other places packs their stuff in to start my smoker with. And okay, so all I got to do is make sure I don't really have to do much with this hive. All I have to really do is make sure there's not already a queen in there, which last time there wasn't, and the chances of it are slim to none. But I mean, if you know bees, anything can happen. Alright, there's a little bit of capped honey in there, and I took 3 frames I think out of this one, and that's capped, but it's not enough to, they're not putting up enough to mess with. See, that's empty. That's empty. Well, no, it's got a little bit in it, but not much. They're putting a little bit of pollen up in that too. Bee bread, whatever. Now, let's see about this one. This one had a lot drawn out on it. Oh, actually, what's drawn out is almost capped. Oh, look at that. That's mostly capped. All right. Maybe if I get a few more bees and get them a little more established, we can get a little bit more honey off this bunch. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pull my vest or my jacket down because my back is exposed and I sure don't want no sting on my back. Oh, come on. All right, pull it down there. Maybe I can get it to. Well, they're not terribly jumpy or anything. I know a lot of queenless hives are pretty aggressive, and really this one never was overly aggressive. It wasn't even as aggressive as the queen right bigger hive that I have. All right, well, if I keep dropping stuff, this is going to take longer than I thought it was going to. Okay, well, so all this is, well, they're starting to draw out some here. That's not drawn out. That's empty. All right, where's my frame rest? All right. Empty. Empty. And these are some of those that I slathered. This is actually being drawn out. So they're starting to draw on that one. That one's starting to be drawn out. That one's starting to be drawn out. So they're actually pulling a little bit. So I'm looking for a queen or eggs, which I shouldn't see either of, queen or eggs. If I see eggs, it'll probably be multiple eggs in the cell, and it shows that there's a laying worker. And that could be problematic on combining these. Oh, shoot. Yep, I got a laying worker in here now. Okay, now, sure do. Yep, it's all drone brood. And they're trying to make a queen, but there's not one. See, there's no eggs to make a queen. Yeah, see, look at that. So that's all drone brood. All right, so I need to combine this hive pretty quick. Now, I was told that if you combine a laying worker hive without dumping all the bees out, or at least the laying worker, so she can't get back to the hive, that she'll kill the queen if you combine them. And well, let me see. I got something in my eye now. I can't see nothing. Okay, I see one egg. Oh, there's not a queen in here. Or there shouldn't be. And that's all. That looks like all drone brood to me. I see one egg. Oh, here we go. There's, looks like 2 eggs. Most of those have 1 egg in them, though, that I can see. If I'm seeing what I think I see, yeah, there's 1 egg. Huh. What are the chances? Now, I've heard of crazier things. People have told me that they've had a queenless hive and all of a sudden it had a queen in it. Like a queen came from somewhere else. Like a virgin queen came from somewhere else or something. But that's just like a 1 in a million thing. So, see, they're building queen cell. There's a queen cell right there. That won't hatch because it's not fertilized because there's not a queen. It won't hatch. There's what was the larva. That, see, there's I'm still looking to double triple check that there's not a queen in here, and I don't see any evidence of a queen either. So I see evidence of them wanting a queen. They're wanting to build queen cells, and so they're wanting to build queen cells. They're still hoping for a queen now. All right, put this back. There's still no queen in here. It's queenless. Doesn't look like, I mean, there's a laying worker in here, but it doesn't look like she's actually, like that other one was laying, like they had like 5. There might have been 2 or 3 laying workers in that other hive that I had, because they had 5, like 4 and 5 eggs in a cell. And I combined them, and I was told after I had already done it that, oh, that laying worker will kill the queen. Well, it turned out, unless they've killed it since I checked it last, the combine went perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape all this wax off the top of the frames here to help with the newspaper, keep the newspaper flat. Alright. They're putting up nectar in the brood chamber too. I'm hoping that if I get a laying queen in here, that'll kind of stimulate them to move all that honey up into the honey super, and they'll clear her out of place to start laying. So, all right, now this is going to be interesting. All right, now hopefully this is wide enough to, yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be just about right. Problem is, let's see here. Because the bees in the honey super are the bees from this hive. So I'm going to need to put the queen, the hive with the queen, the box with the queen on the bottom, and then put this on top of it, and then put that on top of that with the queen excluder on top of it. Yeah, I'm just basically going to have to put the other one in under this one, because I don't want the chance of these bees that are in the honey super killing my queen. And I mean, I don't know if they would, but I don't want to take that chance. So, yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to move this out the way here for a minute. All right. Okay. Get things figured out here. Get everything all situated. Take this wax. Okay, I know you're not happy about me making all this noise, and I also don't care. All right. Okay, let me do this. All right. Let's see how this is gonna be done. I want this is probably proplized down. Okay, that was there. I'm going to shake these bees onto the, shake them into this hive, because I'm fixing to put the other ones on this one. Oh, hey, that one's, I don't know what the deal is with this one. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Hope they're not trying to get robbed out here. Okay. Alright, I got some comb here, some wonky comb I gotta scrape out. That actually had some honey in it from whatever I've had it before. Oh well, I don't want them building that wonky comb, so it's getting torn out now. All right, so those will be outside. That'll be one inside there. Okay. Now, I'm going to take these two out and give me room. All right. Make sure I don't roll the queen. Okay, this is the one she was on a few minutes ago. That one's heavy too. Golly, mothers. She's doing good though. Ooh, look at there. If I can find her again. I ain't seen her yet. She went running. That, or I just didn't see her on one of those. There she is right there. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, and then that one goes right there. Okay, wow, there's quite a bit more bees in that. I gotta get them down in there. Okay, y'all go down in there. Whoops. There's that. There's actually a hole in it right there. That's good. I was going to poke 2 or 3 holes in there anyway. Splash. of sugar water up there. Kind of get them to chewing on it maybe. Take my hive tool, poke a few holes in it, just to give them something to start on. Alright, now this goes up here. There we go. Combine these two hives. Now hopefully I can get these two hives combined, get the queen down in the bottom box, and then take the top box off. This year I'm not going to do double deeps. I think I'm going to go back to double deeps next year, but I just don't have the equipment for it right now. So that one's combined. So yeah, problem's gonna be with this hive, with the top, if they try to go in, if they come out of the top and try to go in the bottom entrance, are they gonna fight? Probably. But as long as they don't kill this queen, I think we're gonna be okay. And I'm just gonna leave all that extra hanging out there. I'll come back and put a feeder in the door and pick up my extra box and all here in just a few minutes. So now that one's ready. Now all I got to do is check my other hives, and that one over there I'm hoping is going to be needing a box pretty soon, and I'm gonna, when I take the box off of that one, I'm gonna shake all the bees out of it, and I'll have 10 frames. I'll take the best 5 frames out of that one, combine them with the nuke, and then I'll have all 10 frame boxes, and I'll be ready to start my winter prep, or prepping to get them through the rest of the summer and fall. And I've got some honey from the dead outs that's not worth eating. It kind of started to ferment just a little bit, and I need to feed that back to them. So oh, well, move my other camera. This bunch looks almost like they're asleep. They're not moving around much. Don't want to speak too soon, but I don't have anything capped. Nothing on the second box anyway. And basically I left these 2 boxes deep on the top because they had so many bees. I wanted to leave them, give them plenty of room. Hey, that's heavier than it looks. There's some nectar in it. It's just not capped. Same with this. There's quite a bit of comb. Come out of there. Well, that's got quite a bit of nectar in it. It's just not capped. So I don't know if they're just not bringing it in quick enough to fill it and cap it. If it's been so stinking humid they can't cap it because it's not curing, or if they're eating it. Oh Lord have mercy, that's heavy, and I just dropped the dadgum hive off the edge of the... Okay, that was not good. That'll always make them mad. Okay, I scooted that one off the edge there for just a second. Okay, boy, I made them mad that time. Come on. There. Phew, there's a lot of bees in this one too. Okay, I may give them a couple of puffs. I made a few of them mad. If I have any smoke left. Just a little bit of smoke over the top of them. See if I can calm them down a little bit. I think it's going to be best for me to start down here. Don't roll the queen. Don't roll the queen. I have found the queen on the bottom. On the yeah, there's a queen cell. I'm afraid this is the hive that swarmed on me. Okay, I dropped that one. That was my fault. That was my bad. There's a queen cell, so I'm afraid this one's the one that swarmed on me. I probably should have had it in a double deep. It sure needs one. Well, looks like they're going back. See, there's a queen cell. It's got a queen in it. So I'm not gonna split them. I'm not gonna split this hive if it's crap. I thought keeping honey seekers on it would give them enough room. Look at there, there's plenty of brood there. Yep, there's a marked queen in that swarm. I'll guarantee you that. Yeah, there's a marked queen in that swarm. Because this one's going to be queenless. They're. Of course, I did drop them, but no queen. That green dot stands out, and I don't see one. So I'm gonna say this is the one that swarmed, which stinks because this is one of my better hives too. Oh crap, that was the one that Greg gave me, or that I bought from Greg. Oh man, that was the other one that I got from Greg. Crap. So yeah, there's another queen cell right there. So yeah, I bet there's a marked queen cell in that other, or marked queen in that other swarm. Crap. Nah, I don't have any of the queens I got bought from Greg. As I smashed the first one, the other one, and then this one is the one that swarmed. I'm gonna say I just about bet you. You know what sucks about that is now I gotta wait. Yeah, they're going back with nectar in the dadgum brood chamber. I gotta wait on the queen to hatch. There's a capped queen cell and an uncapped queen cell, so it's gonna be at least 8 days, or 8 days probably, before I have a queen, and then another week before she mates, and then it could be 3 weeks before I get a laying queen in here again. So after I finish with this, make sure there's no queen in here, I need to and see, there's another queen cell. Oh shoot, there's 2 queen cells, 3 queen cells. Those are swarm cells. There's another one. So swarm cells are on the bottom, I think, on the bottom of the frame, and emergency cells are in the middle of the frame. Is that the way I understand it? So that's what I get for not getting into my hives in a week. Dang it. Well, I can't get a grip on that one. I don't want to drop them again because I don't want to mash the queen cells. There's a queen cell. Still no queen. There's a lot of brood on that frame right there. I hate to lose that girl. Dadgummit. Yeah, she's gone. And I'm making them mad now. Okay, see if I can get them away from me. Nothing on that one except nectar. There's some. Well, maybe she was laying before she left, because I see some larvae. Queen cells. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 queen cells. Now I know people say that what might happen is the first queen hatches and then they swarm, and then the next queen hatches and then they swarm, and you know, and they swarm themselves. The colony swarms themselves to death. So in all probability, I mean, I should probably do more splits. Split this hive with the queen cells on the frames. There's another queen cell that's empty. That one looks like it's been chewed open. Well, there may be a queen in there. There may be a queen, a virgin queen in there. No, that can't happen. Because I've been in here just a little over a week. I don't think it's been 2 weeks since. I'll have to look. But I'll have to look back to see when the last time I was in here. There may actually be a virgin queen in here if it's been that long. That one looks like it's been chewed open. There's nothing in it. So there may be a virgin queen in there, or she may be out on a mating flight. And I'm not good at, I mean, a virgin queen could be in there and I wouldn't know it. I mean, until her abdomen elongates, and unless she's there, right, that's a virgin queen right there. That black one right there. It's got a long black abdomen. See her? Give me your opinion. Is that a virgin queen? Sure does look like it. If that's the case, she's a new virgin queen. And she... Okay, well, then maybe it has been long enough for them to make a queen and them swarm. Oh, come on now. I don't want to mash that new queen. Okay, I gotta get this closed up. I'm gonna send a still of this video to the Facebook group that I'm on and see if... I'm 99% sure that was a virgin queen, because she had kind of an elongated, pointy abdomen, I guess, yeah, abdomen. And she wasn't like huge, like, you know, she wasn't like a whole lot bigger than the rest of them. I don't even know how in the world I picked her out, but more of like the way she was crawling over the other bees than anything else is how she stuck out to me. But Yeah, I think that was a virgin queen. So I'm gonna say that's a virgin queen, and she'll probably go around, if she hasn't already, and kill the other queens. Maybe they won't swarm. So this, I'm kind of in a conundrum here, I guess. If that's a virgin queen, she's already hatched. If I do anything with those other queen cells and she decides to swarm, then I'm left queenless. If she doesn't, if she goes around and kills all of them, chances are she won't swarm. But y'all go on down there. I gotta put the queen excluder back on. Right now she could go through the queen excluder. She's about the same size as the other ones. So, well, I gotta get my frame rest out of the way. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. But I'm hoping that this is the only. So this one's obviously swarmed, or has prepared. Because if that's a queen, virgin queen, then yeah, that one's the one that swarmed. If that's not a virgin queen and it's just another bee, then they could still raise a queen. Alright, leaving the upper entrance there so they can maybe bring in some more nectar. Virgin queen in my number 2 hive, which is actually B13. Whoops, almost knocked down my camera. Alright, so that's gonna suck. Well, okay. Well, let's check these other hives. Actually, on that other one that I combined, I really don't need a feeder on it because they've got honey stores in around the brood. But there are a few more frames that I would like them to draw out, so I'm going to go ahead and put a feeder on that hive. So, I hope that's the only one I've had swarm. Okay, y'all can leave me alone now. I'm not in your hive anymore. Oh. Okay. This one I'm sure is one that doesn't have a inner cover. That's why I have trouble with sticking the lid to the box. Yeah, that's it. I don't have enough inner covers, and last time I went to my local dealer to buy one, they didn't have any. But they've got plenty of drawn out comb. It looks like it's all drawn out long. See if it's got any nectar in it. It feels like it. Stuck down over there. Yeah, golly, even this outside one's got a lot of nectar in it. A lot. This one's full. This one's full of nectar. It's just not capped. I'm wondering if it's just too humid and they're having trouble curing it, or they don't have enough in there. I mean, because that outside one should be like
one of the lightest ones in the box. This one's not. This is pretty light. It's got a lot of nectar in it though. I'm gonna flip it around. Maybe they'll finish drawing that outside out. See, this one's starting to get. There's a lot of bees in this one too. All right. I really don't. I really don't have the equipment to do double deets. This one's full too, and they're starting to cap the top of it. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, this is all going to be full. This is going to be full of nectar, honey, whatever. I mean, the problem is if it's not capped, and I extract it, am I going to end up having to put it in a room with a dehumidifier? I mean, is the reason it's not capped just because it's not ready to be capped, or is because they're eating it? That's heavy. That box is heavy. Golly. And it's stuck down too, like a pain in the butt. Golly, look at that. All right, that box is full. That box is full of honey. It's just not capped. Golly. Yep, that's full of honey. That is full of honey. Holy smoke. That was heavy. That was probably the heaviest super that I've lifted this year. It's just none of it's capped. Now, let's see how bad this is, because I sure don't want to be in another swarm situation. See, that's not these bees that are buzzing me right now. That's the bees from that other box that I just left, and they are not happy about me being in that hive. Okay. Well, they're probably not happy about me dropping that frame either, but I'm not in that box now, so they can leave me alone. Oh, I just mashed a bee. Alright. Starting to draw that out. There's a lot of bees in here, though. I really, I may have to put another honey super on top of this just to give them room. And I don't want to do that. It doesn't seem to be helping it just to put a honey super on there. It may. Why did I do that? Why didn't I just put that frame in the frame holder? That's all nectar. That's all nectar. Oh, that's not what I needed. I need to make sure there's a queen in here. Oh no. Okay. There's a lot of brood. But they're back filling the dead gum. They're back filling it with honey. That's all freshly drawn out. They're putting pollen in that. I don't see any eggs in that. I'm looking for the queen and queen cells. Hopefully no queen cells. Hopefully a healthy queen. A larva. lots of larvae. I've got a hair in my mouth. Lots of larvae. Lots of larvae. This is the one that I caught in that swarm trap, because this is one of the swarm trap frames. This one should be marked too. Okay. Yep. So far so good. No queen cells. This is all brood with some backfilling with some honey. Some drone brood, which I'm not really too happy about, but yeah, I'm betting there's a marked queen in that swarm that I just had, that I just saw. Oh gosh. Alright. Lots of brood. Lots of brood. This is another one of those swarm trap frames. That's all natural comb right there. Golly, that one's full of brood. Okay. Come on. Still ain't seen that queen. It's got a big old green mark on her back. I hadn't seen a queen cell, which is encouraging. It's not like that means she's not real swarmy. I don't know if that's a word or if that's a thing, but they're filling that with freaking pollen. Come on, queen. There's got to be a queen in this box. Got to be a queen in this box somewhere. Still ain't seen no queen cells, which is encouraging. Come on, come on, come on. Brood. Brood. Whoop, that's one of those that I got to be careful about. It's not attached at the bottom, so it wants to swing out and break off if I don't watch it, if I'm not real careful. Still don't see the queen. Come on. Seriously? This queen's marked. And I don't see no queen cells, either new ones or old ones, so she's got to be in this box somewhere. Last frame. I've seen crazier things recently, but I mean, she shouldn't be on this frame, but like I said, I've seen crazier things here lately. Yeah, this had a queen excluder on it. I didn't look to see if she was on the excluder, but still don't see her. A lot of brood on that one. There she is. She was on the last frame against the side of the box. So, how's that do for you? I mean, I'm gonna put another honey super on there, because I'm afraid that they're getting honey bound in the brood chamber, because they don't have enough anywhere to put the honey that's down in the honey that's in the honey super it's full, but it's just not cured, so there's no volume, no place to put new honey, new nectar. So I'm afraid that they're putting it down in here because they don't have enough room. So we're going to, oh, if I don't drop another frame. I've been all thumbs today. Could be because my gloves are sticky. And I'm having to hold things in a weird way. They're starting to draw that out. Alright, so that one just tried to sting me on the thumb. That one tried to sting me on the finger. I need to smoke my gloves, I guess. I've got propolis and honey. I'm not sure that's honey. That may be a lot of propolis too, because it's pretty warm out here today. That propolis is kind of soft, so I'm sure a lot of it's sticking to my gloves. All right, I'm trying to get this. Okay. Queen's in there. She's on the very last frame, but she's in there. So I'm gonna put another box up here, another honey super. I don't know if I've got any more with drawn out comb in it or not. I think I do, actually. I think, yeah, I do. This is all drawn out. Most of it is, anyway. I do see some dirt daubers nests in here, though. Doggone it. I hate dirt daubers. Almost as much as I hate wasps. Yeah. Almost as much as I hate wasps. See, all that's drawn out. They can go right to work filling that up. And I don't know which bees are in this right now, because they're probably, I mean, this is what I extracted off of, so there may still be a little bit of residual honey that they're trying to steal out of it. Rob. Okay. I don't know if this is... I don't know if those bees are going to be in trouble from this hive. If they don't belong to this hive, they may be in trouble being in there like that. Here we go up. Good gosh. Okay, yeah. I need to see if that's later on in the week. Come back and see if any of that is capped, because it's full. They're putting up a little bit. They're just not capping it. Either that or they're eating it just about as fast as they're putting it up. Okay. Put another super on that one to give them room.